Close your eyes for 10 seconds and see yourself 6 months from now, walking steady bank balance, comfortable eyes at peace. That's not wishful thinking, that's law. Every lasting change begins with an inner picture held in place by belief. If you're an American who's tired of planning harder while life barely moves tonight, we're swapping tools from forcing the outer world to disciplining the inner one. Florence Scovel Shinn called your word a wand, and your imagination the scissors of the mind it cuts and shapes reality to match the image you keep. When you worry, you're imagining. When you hope but agonize, you're still imagining, just in reverse. So the real question isn't, can you visualize? It's, are you visualizing on purpose or letting habit drive? Let's agree on a simple definition. Visualization equals image plus emotion plus expectation. Without emotion, it's a poster on a wall. Without expectation, it's a dream on a shelf. Here's the Florence framework so you truly get it. The conscious mind chooses the picture, it commands. The subconscious mind builds the picture, it executes, and the superconscious divine design holds your flawless blueprint. When these three line up, the door opens. When they don't, you push hard and results stay small. A quick story. Amy, a single mom in Texas, used to shake at the thought of bills. For 7 nights, she did one simple thing before sleep. She played the part of a woman who had paid calmly, thanked God for a healthy balance, and whispered, "I receive what's mine, under grace, and in perfect ways." She didn't chase the how. She held the picture and followed small hunches each day. In week 3, a new freelance contract arrived through an unexpected referral. No noisy miracle, just heart shifts, behavior shifts, the door opens. Here's a gentle, ethical note. Florence always stressed we don't make people do anything and we don't trespass free will. We visualize what is ours by divine design, always under grace, so provision comes clean without force, friction, or hidden cost. That's how your nervous system stays peaceful while you prosper. Also, visualization doesn't replace action. It guides right action. When the picture is alive, you'll notice soft prompts: make a call, send an email, show up to that meeting. That's the bridge of events carrying your result to you. Your job is to guard the picture and take one small step the moment you're led. Not a strong visual thinker. No problem. Use your strongest sense. Sound. Hear congratulations in your ear. Touch. Feel the weight of your debit card in your palm. Smell your coffee in the kitchen you've been praying for. Emotion is the key. The picture is just the frame. And remember, this is gentle discipline, not a competition. 1 true minute done daily beats 10 minutes of strain. Right now, choose one small, ordinary important scene. A yes email, a smooth appointment, a quiet morning where you wake up at peace. Hold it like a seed in your hand and I'll walk you through a 5-step practice you can do tonight. We'll follow Florence's spirit in 5 moves. Select a finished scene, relax the body, step into it with 5 senses, seal it with the under grace clause, then put it on the shelf so you stop digging up the seed to check it. When you're ready, your inner world will begin rewriting the outer one, quietly, steadily, and for real. Be honest with yourself for just a tiny moment. What movie have you been projecting in your head today? The one where you miss the chance, emails go unanswered, the balance keeps shrinking, or the one where doors open like a breeze. You walk in with a calm smile and you're warmly received. Florence's core reminder is simple. Life doesn't answer at random, it mirrors the picture you hold with feeling. Not what you say you want, but what you quietly believe is yours. The Florence mind map, so the law finally clicks. Conscious mind, the commander. It chooses the picture and says, "This is me." Subconscious mind, the builder. It doesn't argue. It installs whatever image you repeat with emotion into habits, choices, and opportunities. Superconscious. Divine design. The flawless blueprint. When command. Conscious aligns with design. Superconscious, the subconscious does the rest. When they're misaligned, lips say "I trust," nerves scream, "I lack you," slam the gas, yet don't move. Here's the kicker, warriors: visualization. You don't need a 4K image, only a felt scene. The dread of a rejected call, the due bill pang, that judging stare, these are clips your subconscious records faithfully. You're rehearsing failure without noticing. So step 1 isn't to dream bigger, it's to stop rehearsing the wrong role. A 2-minute drill to catch and flip negative visuals. For the next 24 hours, whenever your chest drops over a bad scenario, name the clip 10s I'm projecting ignored email. Downshift the body breath, 4-6 inhale, 4 exhale, 6 to calm your nerves. Rewrite a 20-second opposite scene screen shows. Resounds great, shoulders soften, you smile. Add your strongest sense, the email chime, warm spread in your chest, morning light in the room. Seal it, I receive what is mine under grace and in perfect ways. You don't need instant 100% belief. Just stop feeding the old scene and start feeding the new one. Ethical note: visualization isn't about controlling people or bending free will. We image only what's ours by divine design, always under grace. So provision comes clean, with no hidden cost. Not a vivid visual person, use your best channel. Sound, hear the congratulations in your ear. Touch, feel your debit card's weight or a doorknob in your palm. Scent, taste fresh wood, morning coffee. The subconscious eats emotion before it eats images. We're not competing in art class. We're training the already have state. A quiet case. Mark in Seattle. Mark, an engineer, trembled at every presentation. His auto-movie raspy voice, broken font eyes down in the front row. We replaced it with a 15-second micro scene, Mark upright at the lectern, hand resting lightly, a clean opening line. 3 nods in the front row. No, I'm a stage hero, pressure. Just that one scene twice daily, drowsy morning and right before sleep, when the gate to the subconscious is open. Day 10, coworkers. You're noticeably calmer. Day 21, steady hands, easier eye contact, and a manager invited him to present on a new project. No fireworks, just a new default role inside him, natural behavior shift, reality answered. Your soft mental diet. Golden 30 plus 30. The first 30 minutes after waking and last 30 before sleep, skip negative feeds. Play 1-2 affirmations and your 20-second micro scene. Carry cards, phone screenshot works. I see myself receiving what is mine under grace. Peace makes me clear, clarity opens the door. Evidence notebook log. 3. Tiny proofs put in day, friendly, email, surprise, discount, sincere compliment. Train your brain to notice the world tilting your way. Cancel, replace, catch, a harsh self-line whisper. Cancel, then state a felt opposite. I'm steady and proactive, not. I'll try not to worry. State proceed as strategy. Once the inside shifts, you'll feel gentle prompts. Call her, send that email. Stop at that cafe. That's the bridge of events carrying your result. Action stops being forced. It becomes guided. You're no longer chasing outcomes. You're inviting them by how you show up. Make it practical. Ordinary scenes that matter. Rent due, medical appointment tense. Relationship him. Choose one tiny scene that hits home. Tap, pay and exhale. Hands reconnect in a calm conversation. A doctor smiles. We're on the right track. Hold it. 60 to 90 seconds. Close with under grace. Then put it on the shelf. Don't dig up the seed. Revisit 2 to 3x daily, like watering a plant. Be gentle with resistance. Doubt isn't the enemy. It's your body asking, are we safe? Answer with body. First, deeper breath, soft shoulders, hand to chest. When the body settles, the mind can hear the new word. This is why we blend body-mind psychology with Florence's spirit, create felt safety, so the new picture can take root. 7-day community practice. Each night before sleep, rehearse 20-second finish scene for the one thing that matters most right now. Each morning, read one state affirmation. At noon, note one small proof. In the comments, post your micro scene, short sense-based. One state word you're planting, e.g. calm, confident, carried. Writing it gives your subconscious a gentle order. Reading others' posts amplifies your field. If this helped, drop a "I'm ready" so we can spot each other, and share this with a friend who needs to change the movie in their mind. Next, I'll guide the 5-step bedtime practice. For a finished scene, choosing the right clip, short, sensory-rich, relaxing the body, to open the gate, stepping in with all 5 senses, sealing with under grace, and the put on the shelf technique so you stop uprooting your seed. When you learn the rhythm, you'll feel the quiet miracle. The inner world begins rewriting the outer frame by frame, gentle, deep, and sure. You already know this life reflects the picture you hold with feeling. Now let's turn that insight into a gentle, repeatable ritual so your conscious mind, subconscious, and divine design line up and move as one. Listen to this like a piece of music, slow, sensory, specific enough to practice tonight. Step 1. Choose a 10/20s end scene. One ordinary important moment that implies the wish fulfilled, not the whole movie, just the final frame. Money your finger taps, pay the screen flashes, payment, successful shoulders, drop you, exhale. Relationships after a warm talk your hands meet. Calm eyes, easy breath. Health, the doctor says. Good results, we're on track, and a steady warmth fills your chest. Work email chimes. We're excited to move forward, and you stand a little taller. Golden rule, don't aim at a specific person or force anyone's will. Image what is yours by divine right. There are 1,000 clean routes to the same good. Step 2. Relax the body. Open the gate. Lie on your side or back. One hand over heart. Breathe. 4-6 for 1-2 minutes. Inhale. 4, exhale. 6. Scan from brow to toes, and let each area loosen like slipping off a heavy coat. If thoughts wander, whisper return and come back, no scolding, no strain. The body settles first, then the mind can hear the new word. Step 3. Enter the scene with all 5 senses. Don't watch yourself from outside, be in your body. Sight the room's light, the green. Successful, someone's gentle smile. Sound the email chime, a soft click. Well done. Touch warm hands, loose shoulders, even heartbeat the mug's rim. Smell, taste wood, morning coffee, a hint of mint. Keep it 10 to 20 seconds, loop it 3 to 5 times. Sharp HD isn't required, felt reality is. Step 4. Seal with the under grace line. When the scene feels warm and real, stamp it softly. I receive what's mine under grace and in perfect ways. Or, my right doors open smoothly and on time. This anchors the state and keeps the ethic, no forcing, no grabbing, only right time, right place good. Step 5. Put it on the shelf. Release and sleep picture, setting the scene on a quiet inner shelf. Whisper, I've done my part. Sleep as someone who has. Tomorrow, don't dig up the seed, water it. Revisit the scene 2 to 3 times a day. Drowsy morning, midday pause before sleep, each time 60 to 90 seconds. Small and steady wins, always under grace. Troubleshooting, 4 common obstacles. I can't see anything. Great use feeling. Borrow a real memory of relief and lay that state over tonight's scene. The subconscious eats emotion before imagery. Doubt keeps barging in. Don't wrestle it. Right. Thank you for trying to protect me. Hand to heart, 60 seconds of 4 to 6 breathing, then replay the scene. Let doubt pass through, not over you. I keep checking results. Name the habit, uprooting the seed. Whisper, I water, I don't dig. Then take one lead micro action, send an email. Sort a folder, tidy the desk. That's the bridge of events forming. Am I imagining or just fantasizing? Imagination equals fulfilled state plus led action. Fantasy equals craving without new presence. If you're acting a little cleaner, calmer, clearer, you're on the right road. 7-day practice plan awning, 90s read, 1 state line. I am peaceful, therefore I'm clear. I am clear, therefore the door opens, hand to heart, 5 to second smile. Midday 60 to 90s replay your 10 to 20s end scene plus the under grace seal. Night 2-3, min breathe 4-6. Loop the scene 3-5 times. Seal, shelf. Small evidence log. Each day capture 3 tiny proofs. A kind reply, warm encounter, surprise discount. Train the mind to recognize help. A short story to help your heart believe. Eleanor, a restaurant manager in Florida, almost quit her certification exam. Her inner movie was, I blank out. We swapped in a micro scene. She signs her name after the test. The proctor says, you're all set, and her neck, shoulders release. She practiced 90 seconds, morning and night for 10 days. Instead of cramming, she felt led to make a keyword grid per topic. On exam day, she wasn't perfect, just calm enough to recall what mattered. She passed. The miracle wasn't the score, it was the new role a woman upheld at the right time. Avoid these traps, scenes too long, state collapses. Keep 10 to 20s, loop it. Watching yourself from outside, weak embodiment. Get inside the body. Forcing emotion, tense face backfires, relax first. Obsessing over how, forgets under grace. Let the bridge of events appear. Skipping the evidence log. Brain can't see progress, quits early. Write small wins. Community anchor post to seal it. Drop a comment with your 20-second sensory scene. One state word for the week, calm, clear, carried. One lead micro action you'll do in 24 hours, email schedule, tidy corner. When you write it, you send a gentle order to the subconscious. When you read others, the shared field amplifies your faith. Add, I'm ready if you're in for 7 days. Up next, we'll build your 7-day mental diet. How to guard images and expectations in a busy day. The cancel. Replace toolkit and how to spot the bridge of events as it approaches, so you step at the right moment. We'll also walk through everyday cases, money, health, relationships with clear tracking, so your heart doesn't just believe it sees. When the inner world is tended, the outer has no choice but to bloom under grace in perfect ways. We've built the picture and practiced the finished scene at night. Now we give that seed a quiet garden to root in your mental diet. If imagination is the wand, the mental diet is the steady hand that keeps it from waving wildly with news socials or habitual complaining. It isn't a cage, it's clean nourishment for the soul, so you can put the scene on the shelf without noise pulling you off center. Think of your day as a river, clear in the morning, windier by noon, sometimes muddy by night. Your mental diet builds small levees, a breath, a sentence, a checkpoint. Not perfect, consistent. The subconscious learns by gentle repetition, not by rare explosions of effort. Morning. The first open gate. 60 into 90s. Before your phone touch your heart, breathe in, 4 out 6, letting last night's weight drop off your shoulders. Whisper, I am peaceful, therefore I'm clear. I am clear, therefore the door opens. Revisit your 10 to 20s micro scene like a sip of warm coffee. No pressure for fireworks, aim for just 1% more already have than yesterday. State is a heart sport. Train slowly and steadily. Midday 60 to 90s, reset in the noise. When messages, deadlines, and scatter hit most people, snack on mental junk, complaining, worst-case guessing, sarcastic self-talk. Switch the menu pause while pouring water or waiting for the elevator. One round of 4 to 6 breathing replay your scene once and seal it under grace and in perfect ways. Return to work like someone supported, not someone dragging the world. That tiny shift in voice gate and how you open an email begins laying the bridge of events. Night, put it on the shelf and sleep as one who has make your bed a small altar. Phone down, news out. Lie still warm, palm on chest, and let the finished scene roll like a short reel. When the chest warm, stamp it. I receive what is mine under grace on time in right ways. Sleep as one who has. Putting it on the shelf isn't denial. It's courage refusing to dig up the seed to check the roots. When you slip. Because humans do. If, I'm unlucky, pops out, use cancel. Replace whisper, cancel, take one. 4 to 6 breath, then drop in a state line. I am calm and proactive. Don't paste on fake happy. Be honest and gentle. I'm tired and I choose lighter. The subconscious speaks the language of kind truth, not harsh commands. Retrain your brain with small evidence. Your mind runs on proof I'm right filters. If you assume life's against me, it will collect evidence to match. So keep a 3-line daily log of any tilt toward your finished scene, a kinder email. Someone yields at a merge, a tidy idea arrives on time. Write it, dot it, not to brag to replace the filter. When the filter changes, opportunities shine through like sun through blinds. Boundaries with negativity. Love without collusion. You don't have to abandon people. You can set velvet boundaries. When talk veers into complaint, gently turn the topic or say, I'm practicing guarding how I speak about myself. If the stream won't change, step out quietly. Florence called it non-resistance. Don't wrestle the dark, turn on the light. Beat the motivation trap with modest rhythm. Day 1, you're hyped. By day 3, the inbox floods. Cure it with humble cadence, not 30 minutes once, but 3 90-second pockets daily. Like brushing your teeth, spiritual hygiene, not spiritual performance. A 1-week frame, practical and light. Finance scene, tap payment successful, shoulders drop. 2 communication sounds great, an easy nod. Wed health, deeper sleep, loosened body. The relationships, warm tea, real listening. Free being carried, doors open on time. Weekend, 1 page of small evidence. Repeat next week or reorder as your heart needs. Keep the body in the loop. 10 sunny minutes, outside, warm water, neck, shoulder release, eyes resting on a far horizon. A calm body can hear a new sentence. Deep breath gives your picture a place to anchor. Ethics. The under grace seal. We never image to override another's will. We receive what is ours by divine design under grace. Make it the period at the end of your affirmations. It's the postscript on a signed letter. Arrive by the kindest route for all. A clear sign you're leaving fantasy and entering living imagination is led action. You naturally tidy the workspace. Write a cleaner email or speak to yourself more kindly. Fantasy demands results without new presence. Sacred imagination changes presence first, and results follow. Community anchor, seal it in public post, 3 lines. Your 10/20s sensory microscene for this week. 1 state word you're planting. Calm, clear, carried steady. 1 lead micro action in the next 24 hours. Email schedule, tidy desk, 10-minute walk. When you write, you give your subconscious a gentle order. When you read others, the field amplifies your faith. Drop A if you're in this circle. Next up, themed applications, money, health, relationships, and career, each with a model finished scene, an under grace seal and practical tracking metrics, so your heart doesn't just believe it sees. Guard the picture with your mental diet, and you'll notice bridges of events appearing, a coffee invite here, a career door there, and you'll be ready to walk through like stepping from a dark room into a sunny porch. Real-life applications. 4 core arenas. Money, health, relationships, career. You've practiced the finished scene ritual and a gentle mental diet. Now let's bring the wand into everyday life bills, heartbeat conversations, and work emails. Florence's way is subtle. We don't demand noisy miracles. We plant small, vivid frames and let life answer with ordinary bridges of events. Below are 4 core arenas. Each gives you a model, end scene, 7-day tracking metrics, so your heart can see progress and event bridge signs, so you step at the right moment, always under grace and in perfect ways. Money. From tightness to steady confidence. End scene, 10 to 20s. Your thumb taps pay. Screen flashes. Payment successful. Chest softens, shoulders drop you. Smile and sip warm water, a hint of coffee in the kitchen. 7-day tracking. Practice reps, day 2 to 3, egg 60 at 90s. Steady rating, 1 to 10 each night. Upward drift, eels, good. Lead action. 1 small step day. Negotiate email. 15-minute expense review, cancel an unused subscription. Small evidence. 3 daily signs: unexpected discount refund, goodwill call. Event bridge may appear as a friend offering to split costs, a small contract, a surprise referral, a waived fee. When a sign lands, take one small step and whisper, "My right doors open smoothly and on time." Ethics. Don't image taking from anyone. Image rightful sufficiency by divine intention. Seal, I receive what's mine under grace and in perfect ways. Micro-story. Sam, a warehouse worker in Ohio, held only payment successful. Day 5, a paid weekend shift. Day 9, 3 months of bank service fees refunded. Not a lightning jackpot, just easier breathing, and I stopped buying to soothe worry. That's the bridge surfacing. 2. Health build a new body memory. End scene 10 to 20s. You wake before the alarm, body warm, neck shoulders released, feet to floor. Whisper, my body is my safe home. 7-day tracking. Sleep score, 1 to 10 each morning, depth ease, body rhythm. 2 rounds of 4 to 6 breathing daily. 60 to 90s. Led actions, warm water on waking, 10 to 15-minute walk, 3 mini neck-shoulder releases. Small evidence, less ache, more continuous sleep, chest warmth after breathing. Event bridge may appear as a timely article, useful advice, or an early appointment opening. Important, this does not replace medical care. We're creating an inner state that supports wise treatment and healthy choices. Seal lines. I receive a healing rhythm under grace. I cooperate with right time, right people guidance. Quick fix. If you force your body to feel different now, it tightens. Allow millimeter gains by sound softer, 1% deeper breath. The subconscious loves gentle patience. 3. Relationships. From defensiveness to warm listening. End scene 10 to 20s. After talking, both of you exhale. Eyes soften. One hand touches another. No arguing, just the felt sense of being heard. 7-day tracking. Practice before calls, meetings, 1-2 times. Emotional safety rating, 1 to 10, before and after interactions. Lead actions, 1 kind message with no demand. Ask an open question instead of arguing. Set a velvet boundary, I need 10 minutes, then let's continue. Small evidence, slower but warmer, replies a calm call, you didn't explode. Ethics. Don't image controlling a specific person or forcing change. Image quality, safety, respect, understanding, and let divine order choose the right form. If this person isn't the right thing, the bridge may lead to a new style of communication or a healthier bond. Seal line. I welcome my right connections under grace where both are supported. Micro-story. Lana, a nurse in Arizona, replaced heated argument with warm finish. 3 pre-dinner practices later, she asked Mom, what would you love to hear from me today? No fireworks the first time. By the 3rd, Mom said, you feel gentler. A new thread had been woven. 4. Career stand in value. Watch doors, open-end scene, 10 to 20s. You rise from the table after an interview, our meeting. They say, let's move forward. You nod shoulders, open heart warm, and a few hours later, ding. 7-day, tracking and practice reps, day 2 to 3. Concrete value log. 1. Measurable example, /day, saved cost, saved time, improved quality. Laid actions, update 1 resume, LinkedIn section. Send 1 thank you, connect 1 person. Small evidence, faster than usual replies, courteous calls, a coffee invite. Event bridge may appear as an internal opportunity side project or referral from someone long silent. Be ready to step up 1 rung. Accept a short talk or trial, a small work package. State first strategy next, but both walk together. Seal line. I express my value clearly and kindly. The right doors open under grace. Micro-story. Diego, a California developer, rehearsed Ding Plus Move Forward for 12 days. He was invited to the technical test he used to fear. This time, he calmly chunked problems and attached clarifying notes. Recruiter. We loved your clarity. Doors rarely crash open, they click when your hand is steady. The 3-metric frame works for any arena rep's subconscious gym, small but consistent. State your before/after feeling score, 1 to 10. Step 1 led real 24-hour action. When these 3 move, results follow. If state dips, don't self-blame. Raise reps and pick a gentler. Step clear a desk draft and email. You're not failing, you're learning to breathe again. Your turn light actionable. Choose one arena for tonight. Write your 20-second end scene sensory details, set tomorrow's reps/state a step, and decide one small evidence you'll look for a tilt in your favor. Post it to anchor your intent. Reading others' posts amplifies your field. When you write, you give your subconscious a gentle order. Next we'll enter ethics and responsibility of imagination, how to place under grace on every affirmation, how to meet old doubts without self-attack, when to release an image so a better right thing can arrive, plus fresh Florence-style affirmations for all 4 arenas, newly written to avoid duplication. True to the spirit, speak right, see right, receive right under grace in perfect ways. This is the most delicate stretch of the journey, not how do I visualize, but who am I becoming as I visualize? Imagination isn't a toy, it's the soul's wand. Every picture you keep, every word you speak, is an invitation you mail to the universe. That's why ethics and responsibility are the golden frame around the picture. A good frame doesn't cramp you, it keeps the picture level and true. First principle free will is sacred. We never image to bend another person, no forcing someone to love, choose, or change. We call in qualities and experiences that are ours by divine design. Safety, gratitude, right opportunity, wholesome bonds. The closing clause under grace and in perfect ways is ethical armor. It says, let the right thing arrive by the kindest route for everyone. When you end a line with grace, your heart exhales and new doors swing open. The 3-question compass. After you visualize, ask, do I feel peace or tension? Does this picture honor others' freedom? Did I stamp it with under grace? If the answers lean peace, honor, grace, you're on the bright road. If not, don't scold yourself. Reframe the picture and rehang it. When doubt knocks, be kind, not combative. Doubt isn't the enemy. It's your body asking, am I safe? Don't argue. Hand to heart, breathe. 4 to 6 for a minute. Whisper, I hear you. Then return to the picture by state, not strain. You don't need 100% belief right now. You just need to stop betraying the picture by replaying the old movie. Gentleness is a form of discipline. Substitution and non-resistance open your hand. Clinging feels like tight chest compulsive checking, rising disappointment. When you're fused to one name, one title, one door, loosen. Swap the specific target for the core quality. Not person A must come back, but a relationship that is safe, respectful, quietly joyful. Not position X at company Y, but a role I'm paid fairly for, one that makes me smile when I leave the desk. If a door shuts, don't bang your head on the wood. Stand tall. A right door is opening under grace, then watch for the bridge of events. No door is lost if it wasn't yours. A tiny story, Noah in New York. Noah clung to Team A. Weeks of end-scene practice, no reply. He sagged into self-blame. We reframed to qualities, creative, culture, fair pay, flexible hours, a lead who lifts. Under grace. 2 weeks later, Team B off his radar invited him in. The role and culture matched the list line for line. When I stopped forcing one harbor, he said the wind carried me into the right bay. That's substitution and grace at work. The word is the wand, use it cleanly. Words unlock or lock doors. Practice 3 rules. State not demand. I stand steady. I must be chosen. Present tense. Give the subconscious something to hold now. Seal with grace. Ethics plus trust in one period. And drop the sneaky habit of cursing yourself. I'm unlucky, that's just my life. Run, cancel. Replace. Say, cancel, breathe, swap in I'm learning to move light and sure. Move. Fresh Florence-style affirmations. Newly written, always under grace. Money. Today I show up as a wise steward of sufficiency. The right flow finds me easy and clear. I give and receive in gentle balance. I accept my rightful portion under grace and on time. Health. My body is the soul's safe home. Each breath is a healing breeze. I cooperate with right time, right people guidance. A healing rhythm expands under grace. Relationships I speak from sufficiency and respect. I listen to understand, not to win. My right connections arrive under grace, where both sides are supported. Career. I express my value clearly and kindly. I'm the simple answer to a complex problem. The fitting doors open lightly under grace and in perfect ways. Bless instead of envy. When you see someone succeed, whisper, their good lights the path for my good under grace. Envy shuts doors. Blessing opens them. When it's time to release a picture. Sometimes the image you've held needs to be lovingly retired, not because you failed, but because your soul outgrew the frame. Signs what once warmed you, now tightens you. You must strain to make it feel right. Stand by the inner river, hand to heart. Thank you, picture, for carrying me this far. I return you to grace, then choose a wider, kinder quality to replace it. Release isn't abandonment, it's transfer. Community responsibility. Light for each other. We don't walk alone. Every comment you leave can be a match in someone's dark room. Tonight, write 3 lines. 1 affirmation you'll use this week, present tense, plus under grace. 1 picture you're releasing and the quality you're adopting. 1 blessing you offer this community, short and sincere. If your heart says, I'm here and I'm going with you. Drop A. We'll read, respond, and hold the gate for one another. Toward the finale. Next, we'll melt the whole journey into an inspired closing your living vow and a gentle invitation to keep practicing over the next 7 days. In Florence's spirit, when your word is right and your picture is right, your life arrives right under grace in perfect ways. Sometimes 1 right sentence at the right time drops an old wall like Jericho, and you walk straight into your appointed land. A living promise. Begin your 7-day practice. Tonight, let this ending feel like a living promise from today. On you stop standing outside while life turns its back. You turn inward, adjust the inner projector, and let the right picture rewrite the outer world, under grace and in perfect ways. Florence called your word a wand, an imagination, the scissors of the mind. When those 2 line up, old walls fall quietly like Jericho and you simply walk through. We've traveled the whole path together. A 10 to 20 second finished scene before sleep. A 7-day mental diet to guard images and expectations. Practical applications across money, health, relationships, career, with real tracking and the ethical frame of under grace, so every blessing stays clean. If you carry just 1 thing forward, let it be this. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be faithful to the right picture, light, steady, and kind. Your gentle 7-day challenge start tonight. Choose 1 10-20s micro scene that touches what you most need. Practice 3x daily sats to 90s each drowsy morning. Quiet noon before sleeps. Seal every time I receive what's mine under grace and in perfect ways. Log 3 small pieces of evidence each day that tilt in your favor. Act on 1 lady step within 24 hours. Send an email, book a slot. Clear your desk. Take a 10-minute walk. I want to hear your voice. Comment 3 short lines. Your 20-second scene, describe it with senses. 1 state word for this week, e.g. calm, clear, carried. 1 small step you'll complete in 24 hours. If this call lands in your heart, drop A so we can recognize and lift one another for the full 7 days. If this video struck a chord, subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss the next practices in our Florence Scovel Shinn series. A like or share from you might be the light switch in someone's dark room. Pin these 5 steps at the top of your notebook or screenshot this checklist so your mind has a steady anchor. Before you go, whisper a living vow. Today, I choose to speak the right word, see the right picture, and receive the right result. I walk my path under grace and in perfect ways. Let this line become your second breath this week. Every time you remember it, you reinforce a new identity, one who holds the wand straight and uses it to open doors gently. Thank you for being here. I look forward to reading your story in the comments and witnessing the right picture bloom in its right season, under grace.